excuse this, because we're working with what we have. My Amazon wig that I cut very badly today. Let's not talk about that. Hello my beautiful friends. So today I wanted to sit down and talk about my health. I have kind of over time updated about my health on my YouTube channel for a while. I went back and was looking at old YouTube videos and like looking at my acne updates and my weight gain journey updates and stuff. And I realized that along with while I was pregnant, updating you guys on like my physical health was something that was pretty important to me, and I like being able to talk about it because it really helps me kind of like make sense of everything that's going on a lot more easily. So I'm going to be talking about my body and stuff, and so if you're interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. So probably since the beginning of 2019 I was feeling a lot of stress in my body. And whenever I think about something physically going on in my body, what I try to do, rather than focusing solely on the physical aspect of it, I like to think about the spiritual or energetic aspect of what may be going on in my body. Thinking back on that time now and to this point that I am at right now, there was just a lot of stress going on around me and a lot of inner turmoil going on, a lot of things that I was allowing to be limited beliefs or narratives that were false. I was allowing them to take up space in my body. And whenever I would be, I guess, at the precipice of releasing one of those things, I would go through a time of kind of wrestling with myself now, my present self, and my like highest self, processing and making sense of where I was currently and what I needed to do in order to change those things, whether it was something like tangible, something in the physical world, or something more like spiritual, emotional, certain things that I needed to process and deal with. I've been okay recently. I have restricted my diet quite a bit. If you don't know, I am vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, mostly nut-free. I do eat cashews occasionally, but they can flare up my IBS. Like the first step of figuring out what I need to do as far as healing my body, is mainly my digestion, is cutting out the triggers, cutting out the physical triggers that I can, so that I can have the space and the energy to not be in pain, so I can focus on what may be going underneath all those layers. Yeah, I guess I've just been thinking about where this essentially inflammation could be coming from. When I really think about like what it feels like when I'm having an IBS flare-up, it feels like fire, it feels like heat, it feels like acidity, it feels like tightness. It doesn't feel soft, it doesn't feel warm, it doesn't feel like it's flowing with ease. Along with taking out things that I know irritate my system, I'm also trying to integrate more things that I know support my system and support me in feeling more connected to, like on a sensory level, what I want to be aligned with. So like I'm eating a lot of warm foods, a lot of smooth foods, a lot of not too spicy, not too salty foods, not too sweet, just things that are really pleasant. I do plan on making a video talking about like what I eat in a day as far as healing my gut, and there are different things that I am currently implementing into my daily lifestyle that I used to do previously, and newer things that I am doing to kind of get myself back on track. But like I said, it's not just the things on the physical aspect for me, it's also things on the spiritual and emotional, energetic aspect. So like, what are things that I have been avoiding processing? What are things that I am not happy with in my life? What are things that I need to do the work on? What are things that I need to release? What are limiting beliefs that are keeping me stagnant and keeping it so things can't move through and are getting stuck and then getting inflamed, and creating acidity inside my body? How am I not showing up in my most authentic form? How am I not sharing my truth in my most authentic, honest way? So I think about all of these things, and I kind of like make a list in my head of the answers. Luckily, I have the support of a wonderful mentor who is really helping me to get really clear on the things that I need to work on, and also navigate how to do that with ease. And so I have been working on my self-worth limited belief lately and trusting. But I feel like a lot of it leads back to self-worth and believing that I'm worthy of trusting in God and the universe. I am worthy of the things that I know are my birthright. Solidifying that truth and knowing that it is truth and reminding myself of it every day, multiple times a day, is what I've been doing to kind of rewrite the narrative in my mind that says otherwise. Like I said, like living my truth, again, constantly asking myself where I'm at in life and what can be improved. What am I not happy with? How can I change that? How can I get to a place where I feel better? And a more like specific scale as far as like my job. Am I happy here? Am I happy doing this? Do I want to be doing something else? Is getting me something that doesn't feel like it's working for me anymore? And like releasing judgment, because there's no point in judging myself. I'm learning to not get to the point of complete burnout and not listening to my intuition so much to where I'm literally like on the floor like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Because I know what I'm supposed to be doing. From having like a stressful job and having stressful life situations and stuff, I have lost quite a bit of weight, and also just like not eating very much. So that's been pretty triggering as far as like my eating disorder, because part of me is like, hey, I like how I look, and then a part of me is like, probably should get some healthy weight back on and be eating properly, because it's not even necessarily about what I look like. It's about like what I feel like and what I know I need to be doing in order to nourish my body the way that I should be doing it. I would love to start going to the gym again. I'm not at a place right now where I feel comfortable doing so yet, because I don't feel like it would be supportive for me. I am doing yoga every day, so that's been great to integrate for not only having like a ritual every morning and like a promise to myself that I'm going to do this thing every morning in order to make myself feel better, because I know how much yoga makes me feel better, not only just in my physical body, but for my mental and spiritual body as well. It feels good to actually accomplish something every day, and I'm doing this thing where I only allow myself to miss one day in between. If I miss more than one day, then I'm not gonna do it for a while afterwards. So one day is all that I'll allow, and then I get my ass back on the mat. I hope all of that was concise and made sense. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a beautiful rest of the day, and I'll see you later. Bye.